Spider-Man!
Why the card got ready to go? Well, the website is
Damn it! They got into the armory.
Is that bad? That sounds bad.
It means some of the enemies are armed with rocket launchers.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm on. You guys go back to yourselves and behave. We can prove this ever happened.
Nice. I still see a few more out in the yard.
Who thought it was a good idea to bring rockets into a prison?
Sergeant Hansen. Anyone on the channel?
This is Captain Watanabe. Where are you? Affirmative. What happened here? Hold tight. We'll get you as soon as we can.
People will call you out for. And the sickening thing is, especially if you want to
Spider-Man, can you get me down your stuff? There's an officer calling for help up there.
On my way.
12 million. So
Someone's trapped behind that door.
not quite adequate. I am listening my one more case in the elevator on liquid marketplace.
They're coming!
Where is everybody? They're attacking my car!
Help the warden! I'll keep working on getting the power restored! Right, I'm on it. Harry, back to warden!
Could this get any worse?
Give me what's the worst.
As long as saying that before back in 2024, $650,000 and rattle coasters play around over there, secretly came terms that actually allows us to do that without anyone who was shared in the card having the say.
Finance sketchy stuff that I covered from the very get-go.
Just a couple more. They're stealing a chopper.
Scammer. Loki give permission for the scammers. It's not a scammer. Scammer will give permission to buy an item. What does scammer do? Then down below at the bottom, it says use person can read that. Where enabling on the platform in our sole discretion. Buyers may allow the tokens to be purchased from you by another user at the price determined by the buyer premium, and then such buyers may occur without you executing the sale. So they went from,
Okay,
we're going to
looks
auction
like
it
things are
off, and
somewhat
I guess they
under
would have to pretend that there was more people, invested into the item itself than there actually
Maybe
was.
it's not as bad as it looks.
But then I guess we
Love the optimism.
got filings
But in my
coming up
experience,
here.
when it looks
Let's
bad,
just do the
it's usually
emergency
worse.
buyout.
Look out!
That's what I'm seeing here. got a different rendition of it here in the very first video. Back when I first called this thing a scam, back when I assumed that it was a scam, and it turns out it was a scam. It read like a scam from the very get-go. Fractional ownership and stuff is dumb. Calling it liquid marketplace is dumb. That's not the liquid thing you could possibly put your money into, because you could never get your money out.
But these people who actually did invest, because Logan promised
You okay?
something,
Yeah.
you know, like cryptocurrency, promised you make money. He's promising. They're left with their dicks in their hands.
Just
They have
in time.
absolutely no money. They can't pay out any money. Logan was promising, you know, on his weekly post that he's going to work with Liquid Marketplace to ensure people get their money
is he
back.
letting everyone out?
One,
I'll
you
head for the
said
main
Liquid
control center and
Marketplace
see how
sold
bad the
out the
situation
shares in the
Got it.
Pikachu card,
I'll go
meaning
join the
Liquid
party.
Marketplace took in $2.5 million. The only figure we have from you
Everyone just
about
quietly
what
go back
bought
into
this
your cell and
Pikachu
lock the door behind you,
Liquid Marketplace
okay?
was
Please?
$250,000. By that logic, the people who spent money getting shares in this Pikachu are barely getting any money back. That's 10 times less than what you guys took in. And two, the company shut down. Who the fuck is going to pay these people back? Your card predicted to sell for $12 million. Your company said you sold $2.5 million in shares of that card. That needs to be refunded to the people who bought ownership in this card. The right thing to do, to be fucking honest, would be to give the people what their ownership was in the final sale of the golden auction. Like you went around promising people, you told people that they would have ownership, and only the people with ownership get to decide what happens to this card.
Is there a possibility it's not it's a reminder that I am listing my only one PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator on Liquid Marketplace. So Liquid Marketplace is a platform that I co-founded,
Hey, what's your status?
fractionalizing ownership of top-tier
Trapped with
assets.
every criminal I put away in the
This card just before, conveniently, Liquid
can you hold
Marketplace
on a
under
minute?
investigation
I was in the middle of a
for
phone
fraud.
call and it was
In
amazing.
this case, the Ontario Securities Commission filed an application for enforcement proceedings against the company and its executives alleging multi-layered fraud in crypto asset sector. Paul was not named in the application, which is now expected to be heard in June 2026. Paul told CLCT he is paying site developers to unlock the site and identify interested parties who have not been paid. Paul believes money will be able to be withdrawn once the site is reopened. We've been told this can happen in 2 to 3 weeks so that this can be resolved before the card is sold, Paul said. Paul apparently is aware of some Liquid owners who have already withdrawn their money to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars. The auction was card with Monday annual code for February 8th, which is a complete fucking disgrace in itself. A company, again Logan, co-founded as a co-founder in the form back. And sure as shit ain't Logan Paul. We know for a fact he never to do the right thing. He needs to make grand promises, benefit himself, and then just fuck off and leave people split and dry. And you know, Logan is shamelessly marketing the shit out of this card. There's not Polymarket think there's only a 36% chance I will get himself a bonus $10 million.
Come on,
Winning bid is
Spider-Man. I
$2.1
thought
billion
this was a shake.
for 24 hours, and there's still 40 days to go. There's extreme interest in this card, and just from Pokemon collectors, hedge fund managers, billionaires, entire companies. Why? It is one of, if not the greatest collectible in the entire world. The only PSA 10 illustration, and for context, is 15 PSA 9s and one sold for $2 million.
You tell me
For
who
the
you're
full
working
combat
for, I'll
has
go
the
easy
estimated
on
value
you.
of this card at $19 million, partially because Pokemon as an asset class has increased by 3,800% in the last 20 years. But we're also talking about the most famous card in human history, with hundreds of millions of impressions on social media, Netflix, the news, even Chinese media, international markets have covered the sale of this card. It has its own Guinness World Record that is set at
Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
And here's the other one. Only 39 copies were given out to winners of the book illustration contest back in 1998. Not one. Designed by Super Nishida. Long time no see. I got so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
10 billion.
As if he hasn't just screwed his fans out of money. 10 Golden as well, acting oblivious of all this drama going on. This is big internet chatter surrounding this and it isn't small anymore.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
33 days left of this long.
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped.
5.95 million
That makes 5 of your worst movies that are now on.
I assume
I thought you were serious.
I am serious.
check out the
I have to
auction.
go. Some of them are heading into the
The
station.
Illustrator PSA 10 is not just the Illustrator 10 and what the price is anymore. The important thing is what it represents to the entire collecting community. The fact that possibilities fact particularly how people's hearts, touch people's hearts, it's becoming a movement multi-acid disguise cards, trading cards, and all collectors. If you want to know more about this card, how I got it, how the deal was done, 6:30, you gotta go to Netflix, go to Netflix right now.
Electro, stop!
Don't touch season 3. It will tell you all about it. 6 episodes of season 3. Watch them all. Get us to season 4.
But these guys are
How do you like my new suit? Dash, where'd you get it?
For business. Pokemon's
It's an exclusive.
Liverpool is one of the worst things ever happened to the Pokemon. And that is really screw people out of money. It is disgusting how these narcissists are. So they're going to have have a shit ton of cash.
Remember,
That's screwed.
Ted,
I fuck over.
good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
Definitely
It's just if you like, just build up to so much, I guarantee subscribe for content.
First and final warning.
Stay out of our way. And you know, the numbers don't lie. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. 1
Does this remind you of someone?
Each of you has a job.
Have you heard this sentiment before?
Your debts will be
Maybe you can
repaid
see
when we're
yourself
done.
in this.
Go!
Because he may be abrasive. Wow. I also ain't right. For years, Superman hasn't exactly been the world's favorite superhero. There's definitely been a Superman downturn in the last decade or so. If you were born after the year 2000, you probably didn't grow up with Superman being a big figure in pop culture. At least, not a compelling Superman. Your Superman is probably a little different than what most people want. Well, hell, your Superman might be an evil parody of the Man of Steel, meant to invert his personality and themes. For a long time now, it seemed like there were more evil Supermen than good ones. Because how do you write the strongest, nicest, awesomest guy in a way that makes him compelling? Well, thankfully, I think it's pretty safe to say that I think Superman might be back in a big way. He's leading the charge for a new slate of DC films, and his most recent flick is kind of good. It's not bad. So this winter, I'm going back and I'm watching every theatrical Superman release. You know the rules. If it came out in theaters and it's got Superman in a predominant role, then I'm watching it and I'm giving it a rating. Let's not waste any time. Let's go to where it all began. The movie that started it all. The iconic, the influential Superman and the Mole Man. That's right, Superman and the Mole Man is fucking old. Okay, really, I considered skipping this one, but after watching it, I kind of can't ignore it. In this story, a couple little goblin men crawl out of a hole and everybody's afraid of them. I mean, can you blame them? They're horrifying. Afraid of them. I mean, can you blame them? They're horrifying. Now, I thought that since this is an older Superman adventure, he was just gonna, like, fly in, punch the mole men, and, like, fly away. But I was actually shocked to see that this entire film is centered around the townsfolk wanting to kill the mole men. And Superman trying to get them to not do that. The whole time, this angry mob is running around saying, "You, look at those weird freaks that look different from us. We need to shoot them and hit them with hammers and light them on fire."
Throughout the city, police and Sable agents continue to battle with Rikers and Raft.
And then Superman only exists in this story
Mayor Osborn has gone on record blaming
to say
Spider-Man for the prison break and citywide sickness, and branding him a fugitive. But he has yet to provide evidence.
Hey guys, maybe we should be nice to people that look different from us. Can you believe this shit? I know. I was as shocked as you to learn that Superman has gone woke. In 1951.
Obviously, none of you can be trusted with guns, so I'm going to take them away from you.
I'm so freaking pissed right now. That's just bullshit.
I mean, the movie's only an hour long. It's kind of boring, and comparing it to other feature-length projects isn't really fair. But I have to point it out because it further solidifies that if you complain that superheroes shouldn't be political, that they shouldn't fight for social inequality, then you're stupid. The first feature-length Superman movie is one where Superman doesn't punch any monsters. It's one where he spends the entire runtime rescuing distressed mole men, deflecting bullets that are aimed at mole men, and flying injured mole men to the hospital. And really, this is something very important to me, because superheroes are more than Hollywood blockbusters, Funko Pops, and video games. They're core. They are myths, rituals. They are the next evolution of Gilgamesh and Hercules. Human beings have told tales of larger-than-life figures that walk among us, but exceed what we think we are capable of, and we've been doing that for as long as we've been able to tell stories. To me, Superman is as important to culture as Shakespeare. He is the benchmark. He's the template that every superhero is based on.
I'm here to
He's
help.
strong enough to destroy anybody and anything on the planet, but his primary goal, his main job, is to make sure
Strong-arming local
gets hurt.
residents, you name
So
it.
I'm not giving
I'll take care of
Superman
it. What else you got?
I'm just using it as proof that this is what Superman started as. We're
Hey
going to
guys,
see
you
a lot of
watching? I saw some pictures over there.
They're going to be vastly different from one another. So it helps to have some perspective on how Superman was perceived way back when we were getting over World War II. And honestly, what's most surprising is that this is going to be one of the
Can't have the
few
ones
accurate
inside
portrayals
now.
of character in this video. So I'm giving Superman and the
Going
Mole
down.
Man a Superman out of 10. Let's move on to the one people have actually seen.
MJ, I'm at the first location on your list. And guess what I found?
Now I know we've all heard the Superman theme song.
Demons?
Give the lady a prize.
That
See
it
if you
goes
can
so
figure out
fucking
what they're up
hard.
to while I introduce myself.
Superman 78 is a classic, a masterpiece. The movie that truly got everybody hooked on superhero movies. Just from the opening scenes, you can see how dreamlike and expensive this movie is. They got the guy who wrote The Godfather in this thing. They got The Godfather in this thing. They've introduced that Tron clothes, destructive practical effects, impressive sci-fi visuals, especially for the time. I think my favorite part of this entire film is the first half hour on Krypton. It looks gorgeous. This is when the movie flexes the hardest when it comes to the visuals. I find it kind of crazy that the first scene in the entire movie is Zod and his little goons getting sentenced to the prison dimension.
Get in the crystal. Sorry, buddy. Get in the crystal. You're going to be in the crystal for a minute. It's going to feel like 1 minute.
Because Zod does not show up for the rest of the film. This is sequel bait. That's kind of crazy for 1978. I mean, that's crazy for the first superhero movie ever made. This is exactly why we're in the position we're in now. Being the first true blue superhero movie, a good portion of the runtime is devoted to the origin story. We get to see a Clark who uses his mild-mannered persona as more of a mask. Yeah, you know that Superman scene from Kill Bill where Bill expresses his opinions on Superman, and they're like completely off? I think my favorite scene, Superman. Not a great really well on. Clark Kent
super monster. That's like 100%. Everything you said. Plus, you have an interpretation of Superman's life. The thing is, he's safe and pretty accurate in basically all of this one. Superman, this version of Clark Kent. His ass is doing a comedy routine, pretending to be a little human.
I hope you new guys don't up your game, because those last guys, yawn.
That's right, folks. I have no idea I'm Superman. And I do love Christopher Reeve's performances.
Peter, that location is supposedly in a quarter of souvenirs from Chinatown shops.
What they're importing is not something I want as a memento.
The slight but noticeable changes in voices do a
Looks
lot
like they bring in their buddies in shipping containers. Explains how foreign nationals with criminal records are getting into the country.
almost tells Lois the way he transformed his body as a
There's something I have to tell you. I'm really...
You guys look mad.
I
like going away from the other, but I don't mind repeating myself.
I also love how different each act is. The first act shows science fiction from the 70s. Like scenes of one's childhood. I love that these scenes have this result. The story word the second act takes the top of these scenes where the big city makes on fast, talking fast. I love this contrast very nicely.
This is like when the band's playing its fourth encore and you just kind of want to go home.
He also immediately unlocked his she survived the next one. She gets robbed and goes away in her helicopter crash.
Step right up, fellas. I got plenty of webbing for all of you.
These are all pure happiness. You just have to appreciate trying to wow like, you know, fly through the air 2 miles per hour. Not what we've seen breakfast. But when this is the first time you see Superman, it's more inspiring. What I see is that this movie feels like it's telling you the climax is just a bunch of shit happening and Superman fixing everything, no matter how impossible or insane.
MJ,
You
call
know,
the
the
police.
train tracks are gone.
the
Okay,
demons are
Superman
in
is now the train tracks.
Don't forget to
The
bring
big
me a souvenir.
earthquake is splitting the country in.
Good morning, Ken. Morning, Bob.
Hey, Yuri, I'll take care of the escaped convicts. What else you got?
The mayor told Silver
are you doing
Sable
out
to do
here?
whatever it takes to find
meeting
the
with someone important?
So she's just rounding
No,
people
but are you
up
looking for me?
indiscriminately.
I'll drop
No
everything.
captured bases around
Came
the
out
city.
here to enjoy the life.
I
Oh, I
think
thought maybe you were out here greeting
interrogation
customers for your
tactics.
catering business.
You mean torture? Don't
Sorry,
worry,
Harry.
I'm on it.
You know exactly.
This is our city, Yuri. It's time we take it back.
Sorry, are you...
Great. My men are tracking the super.
Someone sent a royal
I'll
spread to
update you when
Sterling.
we make progress.
Had a card on it
For
with your
now,
name.
do your
Oh,
best
that.
to stabilize the city.
It just seemed the thing to do. Well, it was too much. It was almost like you were invited. But you weren't. I guess I was just remembering when my father died. Any gesture meant something to me. There wasn't supposed to be a card. Okay. Well, take your work and go back to your office. Sitting out here makes people think you have nothing to do. And I suspect you're hoping it's the opposite. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Bob. What are you doing out here? You have a meeting with someone important? No, but are you looking for me? I'll drop everything. I just came out here to enjoy the life. Oh, I thought maybe you were out here greeting customers for your catering business. What are you talking about?
Officers needed to arrive. Officers needed south of house.
Are you false? Someone sent a royal spread to Sterling. Had a card on it with your name. Oh, that. It just seemed the thing to do. Too much. It was almost like you were invited. But you weren't. I guess I was just remembering when my father...
Where are we with Union Square?
And he just remembered.
Move.
I wasn't.
I've been trying to reach you all day. Are you okay?
Take your work and go back to your office.
Spider-Man,
Getting out
I've
here
got a
makes
lot
people
more
think you have
missing
nothing to do.
students. The debate club never
Make
showed
people
for a
think
meeting.
the opposite.
All vanished at once.
A coordinated attack. Things are escalating. What's their
Morning,
last
Cass.
location?
The club president, Harold, showed up in the tours to Photo Street.
The Brooklyn Bridge is definitely in this photo. That's southeast of the university.
One day. Oh, kid, you have done your papa proud.
Batman, I doubt you would agree.
That papa, this one. Look at him. Gave up the gimmicks he gave you, and now you're the.
I can head to the eastern shoreline and go south from there.
Your gimmicks to draw you out and take you down for what you did to me and to him. He got me too.
That's definitely the Brooklyn Bridge in the background.
It was a joke to the food, but I never saw this punchline coming. Oh no, you're a natural born killer.
Major disturbance in the vicinity of Brooklyn Bridge.
I'm not
Backup
like
requested.
you.
Uh-oh. I better hurry.
Never did learn those manners. Streetwork! What did you tell us?
That must be them.
What? You have done it again. What did you say to her friend last night?
Nothing that shouldn't have been said last Christmas.
As usual, you have acted impulsively and harmed the company irreparably. Calm down.
You already lost the account. You were gonna bring in some kid to write a copy.
What you screwed it last time?
Don't you guys have something better to do than blow yourselves up?
You gotta understand when it's over.
You know that we have a public offering underway, and now it's one. What? You don't care about the company. You're already rich.
In case you were confused, flammable and inflammable mean the same thing.
is going
What
on?
the hell didn't I know about this?
Going public? Not anymore.
When did that happen?
I was going to tell you this morning. I tried to last night, but you'd rather have dinner with Herb Brennett.
Well, that's some good news and some bad news. Where the hell have you
Sounds like a
been?
typical
Done
college
fire,
student.
Jaguar.
You'll be all right.
And I just have good news.
Draper! What in the hell have you...
What?
You have done it again. What did you say to Herb Brennett last night?
Nothing that shouldn't have been said last Christmas.
As usual, you have acted impulsively and harmed the company irreparably.
Hey, calm down.
You already lost the account. He was gonna bring in some kid to write a copy.
Well, that's because you screwed him last time. You couldn't wait.
Pete, you gotta understand when it's over.
Do you know that we had a public offering and now it's gone?
Spider-Man,
What?
the Rat
You don't care about
MVPs are back on the grid
already
and laying
rich.
claims to our police precinct.
Inside.
Yuri. I ran across some Rikers inmates. They built a fort. Way better than the ones I used
What
to
the hell
get.
didn't I know about this?
I just
Not
had a
anymore.
patrol car call.
When did that
They tried to
I was
step
going
in,
to tell you
but
this
there were
morning.
two
Tried to last
and we don't have the manpower for reinforcements.
Lucky for you, you've got Spider-Man power.
As you know, Jack Koenig says they want a new promotion. Interest rates are level. Some kind of irresistible fireworks that bring people to the bank, even if it's just a visit.
I hate it for this department. All we do is try to get the girls in. Families. You know what?
Pay for that!
Men need their own accounts. Beyond the family.
Right. Oh, I can see that. Discretion. Discretionary.
Statement sent to the office. Yes. Liberty Capital Private Account. No. Is it a good account? That's why you wasn't here. Dog, one of you.
As you know, Jack Koenig says they want a new promotion. Interest rates are level. Some kind of irresistible fireworks that bring people to the bank, even if it's just a visit.
Hate it for this department. All we do is try to get the girls in. Families. But you know what? Men need their own accounts. Beyond the family.
Right. Oh, I can see that. Discretion. Discretionary.
Statement sent to the office.
Reinforcements.
Yes.
Okay, sure. I don't need
Liberty
sleep.
Capital Private Account. No. Executive account. That's why you Dog, one of you.
As you know, Jack Koenig says they want a new promotion. Interest rates are level. Some kind of irresistible fireworks that bring people to the bank, even if it's just a visit.
Starting to feel weird being the only one not wearing orange.
All we do is try to get the girls in. Families. You know what? They need their own accounts. Be honest.
Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees
I can
try
see
to
that.
break into their
Discretion. Discretionary.
They want to take one
Stay
over.
sent to the office.
They'll be a lot easier
Yes.
to deal with on the street. Without
Liberty
competition.
Capital.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon.
Feel good.
All these might be some of the worst migrants that you can import into our beautiful country, America, and I'm going to show you exactly why. I expose things that the media won't, so make sure you follow me. First of all, who decided that this is a good idea? And it's not just Obama, it actually started with Bush, who imported way more Somali migrants than Obama did. Between 2001 and 2016, both Bush and Obama admitted almost 100,000 Somali refugees into the United States. 99.6% of all the Somali refugees are Muslims. 30% of them were males between the age of 14 and 50. So how much does all of this cost America? Well, let me show you. Total revenue for the state of Minnesota and the Somalians produce on an annual basis is anywhere between $1 billion. That means that the total amount of money that a Somalian contributes to the United States is anywhere between $2,700 and $4,100. The average American contributes about $18,000. This isn't even what the average American produces to the American government. So let's say they bring in about $3,200 a year to the American government. Well, how much do they take away? This doesn't include the fraud that we just found through insurance. 80% of Somali households depend on some form of federal and state assistance like SNAP or Medicaid. If the household has kids, it rises up to 89% of households. About 60% rely on food stamps and about 80% rely on Medicaid, which means that the total amount that the federal government and the state government spends on each Somali migrant is anywhere between $12,000 to $20,000 annually.
That's insane. That's insane. It's funny because I see people, Somalians, talk about how we are basically, losers. We need to work harder. Nobody is coming to
siege
save
of Manhattan
us.
Fortress is over, milady.
While
Thanks.
81
I'll
to
send some buses to
89%
take those guys
of
back
them
to their
receiving
cells.
some form of
And
government.
please don't call me milady ever again.
That makes it Little Willie's in trouble. You don't have the clutch chief like I do. What are you doing? Nothing. You want to get close? Just stay in. Just stay in.
Spider-Man, the Raft MVPs are back on the grid, laying siege to our police precincts. My men need your help. Now. Get to a vantage point in Midtown and I'll explain.
On my way. Is it Octavius?
No, two of his flunkies. Still searching for the doctor. I have to be honest. That one scares me. Might be the smartest supervillain I've ever encountered.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Hold tight, Captain.
Stop!
This is it. So, a lot of pressure, Little Willie. Choke. You're gonna choke. Don't fucking do this. He's
Hear me out. When you're out of prison, maybe ease up on the prison riots.
Peter, I've been trying to reach you all day. Are you okay? The prison break turned the city upside down overnight.
I'm fine, May. Staying safe. I'm more worried about you.
Oh no, don't you do that. Feast is the safest place in the city.
It's not that bad. No.
Spider-Man, we have a crisis situation. The football team went to an away game. They never made it back. They found the buses abandoned.
Team, fans, staff. Lee has an army out there. Any leads?
Someone recognized the quarterback, Brad Davis. Posted a picture.
Don't say pedophile!
Hold on.
First of all,
That looks like Washington Square Arch. I think this is next to ESU.
Second of all, I would let the bank jam it if it made my order.
Love that shot. There's a pack of wolves. The longer this goes on, the more likely someone dies.
Things are going extremely well.
This is bad. Reenactors game. Actually, bad as shit.
Can't hurt.
this? Hey, Chief.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's get this on the showers.
How many players on a roster again? Didn't see that coming.
Good selfie method. Yeah, selfie method.
First time I've wished our team had fewer fans.
Gene, you don't like to admit to certain because I have some shit.
You look more like look. Dude, I don't think Jude's smart enough. I think it was business down here on both sides.
Okay, that's it.
I wish they'd been this persistent against State.
Good day. I was going to come and walk my
Oh, and I assume the gun don't shot correct?
Yeah. Bob, serial numbers off. Just gave it to a red flag.
Is it finally over?
No, I want you to get it.
Get a commission on the increase.
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. You're not the first one this happened to. Good news is, doctors check the others and they don't have any lasting effects.
Thanks. I don't know how to repay you.
Beat the Wildcats on Saturday and we'll call it even.
Every tire.
How'd you get that?
You did it. All the missing are accounted for.
Good to hear.
Maybe now they can get back to normal. I'm in normal.
Also,
right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, that's true. You guys go, what's my thing? No. In the car and have a chest. That's what they call it. That's talking about. No, that's his balls. He's very high up here. Hey, balls, he's all good on trips. He's a fucking idiot. His balls, he's definitely going to do something like this. And how? Hey, we're going to get our big stuff. He's actually going to say both of us. Wrong. Be quiet. Don't say that.
Say that.
Oh.
Naval Team 6 Control. What's the status in Murray Hill? Observation post is live. On alert for priority target.
Okay, Captain, got eyes on. Fill me in.
Rhino's assaulting the Upper West Precinct. Electro's at the Upper East. We need you to turn the tide. Head to either. They're both equally screwed.
Just remember Goodbye, welcome.
Bye.
Bye. You lipstick twat.
Wake up.
Beautiful sunset. We had those little martinis with the umbrellas in them, and there were some sand dunes. We got to ride those little buggies.
Dane's wife called. She's looking for him. What?
Not so bad, man.
I actually have a bug.
No, he doesn't.
How do you know my shoulder gets stuck in?
She. Okay, ow. Okay, ow. Okay, alright.
Peter, are you available? We need help at Feast Sisters side uptown.
The Veterans Center in Harlem. What's wrong?
Men from Rikers are demanding food and supplies. The staff are barricaded inside, but they need help. Miles and I are headed there to evacuate the staff.
Don't do anything until I get there, May. I'll meet you in Harlem. May sounds exhausted. I hope she isn't. Need to help Yuri, then get to Harlem.
Hey, I ought to do that job first. No. Sure it is. You're being sour grapes.
Oh, fuck this sour grapes.
The story about the box who wanted grapes, they were too high up on the box.
Any available units? Officer vehicle is under fire. Reported location is near Lincoln. Over.
Just forecast.
We gotta shut this down before they free their friend.
My men are sheltering civilians at the Upper West Side precinct, but Rhino and a group of escaped convicts are laying siege to the building.
I'm nearly there. Seeing an ominous red glow on the horizon.
That would be Rhino's handiwork. Hurry, the building won't survive much more structural damage.
Yes, one room.
1013, immediate assistance requested. Officers are pinned down. Report came in from here in Sonia. Over.
That's a perfect medium rare. What are you talking about? That's perfect. I don't know what you want me to do, okay? That's our medium rare, okay? It's perfect.
Most of those refis are yesterday.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yuri, Rhino's on the former guests of Rikers are laying into your police barracks. I'm gonna even the odds.
Definitely.
If those barricades fall, the people inside are done.
Order to medium rare. It's like medium well best. What do you? That's a perfect medium rare. What are you talking about? That's perfect. I mean, I don't even see. I don't know what you want me to do, okay? That's our medium rare. Okay, it's perfect. I need another. Pickles, I need another burger. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. But yeah, that burger is right. Jeff is late. What? What the fuck are you talking about? Saying you ordered a medium rare? It's like medium well best. That's a perfect medium rare. What are you talking about? That's perfect. I don't even see. I don't know what you want me to do, okay? That's our medium rare, okay? It's perfect. I don't know. I need another. No, fine. I'll make another burger. Pickles, I need another burger. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one for like 10 minutes. Yeah, that burger is dry. Just as late burgers. What? What are you talking about? Saying you ordered a medium rare and it's like medium well best. What are you? That's a perfect medium rare. What are you talking about? That's perfect. I don't even see. I don't know what you want me to do, okay? That's our medium rare. Okay, it's perfect. I don't know. I need another. No, fine. I'll make another burger. Pickles, I need another burger. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one for like 10 minutes. Yeah, that burger was dry. Just as late burgers. What? What the f*** are you talking about? Saying you ordered a medium rare and it's like medium well best. What are you? That's a perfect medium rare. What are you talking about? That's perfect. I mean, I don't even see. I don't know what you want me to do, okay? That's our medium rare, okay? It's perfect. I don't know. I need another. No, fine. I'll make another burger.
It was probably my late 20s, and I dated a professional athlete, great at what he does. I just think a lot of the professional athletes, they can't, there's not a lot of room for emotion to be involved. Because there's a lot of, you could date whoever you wanted. And I remember, I was just in my arrogance, we were like arguing about something, and I was like, well, like, why would you date me? If, like, I'm the person you date if you want, like, a challenge. And he just went, why would any man want a challenge in their relationship? I was like, thank you so much for saying that. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I thought it was like hot to you. I thought it was like what guys wanted. I apologize.
You should think of somebody that is high performing in any realm, has goals. If you're working that hard in the office, you really want to come home and be like, right, there's that to-do list done. I wonder what fires I need to fight when I step through the front door as well.
Probably in my late 20s, and I dated a professional athlete, great at what he does. I just think a lot of the professional athletes, they can't, there's not a lot of room for emotion to be involved. And he, dated a lot of, could date whoever he wanted.
There are easier ways to ask for an autograph. Jetpacks? Who thought it was a good idea to give these guys jetpacks? Guys, we're on the same team. Please wait to attack me till after we take out the convicts.
Lawbreakers will be pacified.
Pacified? Anyone else feeling very 1984 right now? Oh, just me? Come on, anybody?
How about some payback? Push me away.
Sable's airborne commander. Now to mop up the rest of the Rikers escapees.
See ya.
Yuri, precinct is secure. And I just found out what it means to be Sable's priority target. Not fun.
That'll teach you to piss off international mercenaries.
Guess so. I'm headed across the park to deal with Electro. Call you when I'm there.
Great. I'll let my men know to expect you.
Miles left a voicemail.
Pete! Hey, Pete. Hey, May wanted me to call you. Things at the Veteran Center are not good. Convicts are trying to break down the doors. Mary Jane's here, but we're getting people out of the basement. We need more help. I hope you can get here soon.
I need to finish with the precincts fast and get to Harlem.
All units, immediate assistance requested. Officers are under fire. Please mobilize on Museum Mile.
This isn't good. Transformers are charging the building, trapping the police inside. Yuri, complicated was an understatement. I'm gonna have to disable these Transformers to free your men.
Even if you manage that, they'll still need your help with the demons.
That's why I'm here, ready to serve all your electricity and demon-related needs. One more of these fuckers. Two down, 3 to go. Man, I did not miss dealing with Electro's elaborate supervillain antics while he was in the raft. Trapping the police with a network of energy transformers? Who does that? Great. 2 left. One more. Last Transformer trapping the police is hanging from that helicopter. Wow. Bet you that's the first time anyone has said those particular words in that particular order. Police are free, but demons aren't backing down. Need to lend a hand.
I can't believe that crazy bastard thought he could do that right there in Columbus Circle in front of 5,000 people and get away. I can't believe it. That is not right.
There's only one guy who would have the balls, the nerve, the audacity to do that. He was no downtowners, Joey the Blonde. But everybody, especially the newspapers,
I got held up. Are you okay?
Race
What's
Joe.
happening?
It's like it didn't show me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing about the truth, so help me God.
The spirit would be great for a grip. Russia's right. Who the hell else runs around with show business people like that? They just take favors all the time. Talk attention to himself and everybody. What is that? Who does he think he is? Errol Flint? Growing up, he kidnapped his own bosses. We got away with that. You don't get away with that. You do that, you die. When he went away to the can, black guys instead of his own kind. And if you don't like what he's doing, you say something, then you see what happens.
I can't believe that crazy bastard thought he could do that right there at Columbus Circle in front of 5,000 people and get away.
Happy Monday and Happy New Year, everyone. Even though I have a lot of love for Spider-Man 2, I think we can all agree that it has some flaws. Unfortunately, if you're playing on PC, then fixing those flaws is extremely easy. Today, I'm going to give you 5 mods that fix some of the biggest problems I have with the game. I do just want to note, though, that these will be gameplay focused. I won't bother throwing too many suit mods. At the end of the video, I'll give you my top 3 favorite modded suits, but for now, here are all the mods, and you can find the links to them below. The first mod is called Rage Settings, but I'm going to cheat and bundle in the Cheat Settings mod, both created by LDD565. It essentially adds a menu to the game where you can customize different abilities like what suit you transform into, how fast you transform, and how long the rage meter lasts. One of this game's inspirations was clearly Web of Shadows, and one of the coolest parts of that game was being able to freely switch between the classic and black suit. While in the vanilla game this is somewhat possible, it's heavily restricted. With this mod though, I can give myself infinite rage, which allows me to switch at any time, even while swinging. This makes the fantasy of tapping into the symbiote suit at any time, just like in Web of Shadows, a reality, and it doesn't stop there. You can even choose to transform into Venom, if you wanted to play in some kind of headcanon where Peter never took the suit off. Some of the animations don't exactly work, but a bit of jankiness is given when installing mods. Finally, animations don't exactly work, but a bit of jankiness is given when installing mods. Finally, and I think this is one of the most appealing parts of this mod for the post-game,
You wanted sparkling or flat?
Is that you can choose to transform into Miles. Now, Miles has a few symbiote suits in the game, but you can't use any abilities with him. Now, we can swing around as Miles with black webbing, symbiotic tendril attacks, and with further mods, we can actually give him the symbiote abilities that Peter normally has. Furthermore, when transforming into Miles, the vignette that typically shows up during the transformation is also gone.
Okay.
For as much as this mod doesn't fix the story issues with the symbiote, or the lack of animations in the rage mode, it's at least a big step in the right direction when it comes to making the symbiote more fun to use.
We need to find the cure.
I think out of all the mods, this was the most impactful when it came to actually changing a repeat playthrough of the campaign. It also made it pretty fun to try different black suit combinations, because this mod can override a suit's webbing, so we can have the Black Advanced 1.0 suit, for example, with black webbing, which isn't possible on a vanilla save. When it comes to the other cheats, there's the usual stuff like God Mode and Unlimited on a vanilla save. When it comes to the other cheats, there's the usual stuff like God Mode and unlimited gadgets, as well as free experience and pretty much anything else you need to squeeze a bit more enjoyment out of the game without leaving the vanilla experience. Some mods like the Unlimited Wingsuit mod can be fun, but to me, leave the bounds of the game and turn it into something I consider non-vanilla, if that makes sense. You'll notice most of the things on this list keep the game's vanilla vibes, and that extends to the second mod to improve Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and that is better crimes. Now, there is nothing here that can outright fix crimes like car chases. In this game, they were reduced to a single fight, and granted, they were never very in-depth in the first game, but regardless, we don't have mods to improve that just yet. However, we can download some mods, specifically Tweaked Crime Types Overhaul by LEH2001, and Remove Symbiote Crimes and Headphones Guide by Spidey Sans Goku. Both of these mods in tandem make the post-game much more enjoyable for a few reasons. 1. It helps keep the crimes to a friendly neighborhood standard. I don't like when I'm swinging around in the Year 1 suit and a billion symbiotes drop in, taking my fantasy of a day in the life to, oh god, the world is ending as we speak. The second thing these mods fix are some of the annoying extenders to crimes. Again, I'll be role-playing a fresh Spider-Man session, and then, upon dealing with some lonely thugs, a giant brainy
mercenaries committing crimes across the city.
These mercenaries wouldn't happen to be your mercenaries, would they?
No. All I know is they're getting paid well for their work.
alien shows up and kills the bot. Also, having to take the same guy over and over to an ambulance over and over is a pain. Perhaps that's not very heroic of me, but come on, at this point he's just looking for attention. There are even more mods out there that adjust things like how often you encounter the hunters, and specifically how often the crime extenders happen. The only mod they don't have, again, yet, is to incorporate vans more into open world crimes. I think this is a surefire way to add variety to the car chases, by having vans that shoot rockets at you or something, not unlike what we've seen in the first game, or even in certain missions in this game. Honestly, a lot of the lack of crimes here remind me of that R word that gets thrown around a lot, and if there was any indication of rushing in this game, then it was the fact that Venom, who was supposed to show up and attack you at random points in the game, was cut. Assumably because the budget and time wasn't available. But guess what? Venom ambushes. This is the first mod that really blew my mind. You know, the basic things like adding infinite rage or different crimes feels like it can be achieved after altering just a few lines of code. At least, I assume so given my zero experience in modding or game designing. Regardless, having Venom show up in the open world was something I deemed not possible, and yet Spidey sans Goku, you bloody madman, found a way. Now when entering crimes with symbiotes, which granted if using the previous mod that removes those symbiote crimes won't spawn, then there's a chance that Venom will be there too. The reason this matters to me so much is that during the third act of the game, it makes his presence over the city feel so much more real, and coupled with the aforementioned idea that he was meant to do this in the game originally, and it feels like this mod is one of the few to genuinely fix something that was missing. A mod like this is going to have some jank, don't get me wrong. Sometimes two Venoms show up, sometimes the camera is locked to his body even after being defeated, and sometimes my game crashes, but most of the time, this is a purely fulfilling fantasy. Even better is that other characters can show up too, so we can finally get a tag team fight against Venom with Miles that isn't just a quick time event. This mod is still pretty new, so don't expect too much polish, but the idea is great, and I think it would be even cooler if we could have Scream show up in the open world too, or maybe Kraven could show up during the Hunter battles. So far, a lot of the mods I've shown have been pretty minor in terms of what they change, but this one is by a mile the most impactful. So the next mods we're going to be talking about will be related to the physics specifically with traversal. There are tons of mods that change different settings, but my favorite has to be the Unlimited Physics mod by Avernix, who offers faster traversal, higher gravity, and most interesting, improved cameras. Who offers different settings, but my favorite has to be the Unlimited Physics mod by Avernix, who offers faster traversal, higher gravity, and most interesting, improved cameras. Now, I need to admit something here, which is that generally, for Spider-Man 2, I don't think the physics mods are totally necessary because the game's movement is already crazy fast. Despite this, the mod brings some well-appreciated locomotion, and I think it's great when combined with the Unlimited Loop mod by Synthra, which, as the mod suggests, lets you loop all the way around more than once. Now, use this second mod with caution because it's true that the animations don't always look right, but often with the traversal systems you have to trade some style in exchange for control. You'll notice that not too much has changed when it comes to the speed, though it certainly can be, and I like that, because with a lot of these mods, you can customize exactly what's being changed and how. Ultimately, stuff like this, especially the camera for how minimal it seems, is what pulls the traversal together. It helps the sense of momentum, and when the camera, for instance here, backs up, it provides a more cinematic look that reminds me of the movies. I don't have too much to say about this one because the benefits to me seem quite obvious. I mean, just look at it. Today's video is brought to you. Benefits to me seem quite obvious. I mean, just look at it.
Definitely devil's
up. It provides a more cinematic look that reminds me of the movies. I don't have too much to say about this one because the benefits to me seem quite obvious. I mean, just look at it. Today's video is brought to you by sighing. Life can get stressful, and personally I'm one of those people that get stressed out really easy all the time. And so a good way to reduce stress almost instantly is to just sigh. Now, I need you to actually believe it, okay? You can't do a little... It's your dope. To get through a stressful situation is to stay calm, and that way your mind is clear, and you can handle whatever it is you need to handle. I hope you guys are having an excellent 2026, and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, for this last one, I'm gonna admit I'm cheating a little bit because this is a super broad topic, but I think there are some insane visual mods here that can breathe new life into the game, and yet don't impact performance hardly at all. With that said,
we're going to cover a few mods, so bear with me. The first up is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 inspired Swinging by Nexus Savior, which, what a name given how dope this mod is. I genuinely have never seen an animation mod look this good. Many of them are good, don't get me wrong, but they often have too much jank for me to fully enjoy. However, this mod is so good that I'd say even playing the game completely vanilla, you should use this mod, because it blends in with the other animations that well. I don't talk about it on the channel much, but one of my favorite parts about video games are the animations. It's the bread and butter, the final coat of wax and glue to seal the deal. Without animations, Spider-Man would just be a cube moving through the air, and it's the animations that bring everything to life. So, when a mod claims to add more, they better be top-notch, and God, this is top-notch. We get new wall run exits, new swing intros, outros, new point launches, new loop-de-loops, new slingshots. I can't even cover all of it. But much like the physics mod I mentioned before, which this perfectly pairs with, by the way, I'm sure that just by seeing what's on screen, you will be convinced. Next on the list of visual overhauls is, of course, OK Angel's Beyond New York City atmosphere. This changes some of the skyboxes and weather, of course, much of it being customizable. And do you want to know why this particular mod is so important to me? Because it fixes one of the biggest problems I had in the game, and it goes something like this. During the mission, the flames have been lit. There's a brief moment where we get to swing around the city in the black suit in a thunderstorm. The lighting is dramatic, the vibe is exceptional, and it lasts about a minute before we are back to the usual set dressing. Even once they added the ability to change the weather, this particular heavy rain was not available. Well, not anymore. And the tweaks made to the lighting are a fantastic remix for those wanting a fresh new playthrough. Now, this is specifically the part where I'm cheating because the following changes aren't even issues with the game that necessarily need fixing, but things I enjoy. Reza825 has an exceptional mod that gives Venom a more classic logo. I love Venom's design in this game, but I also got love for the classic. When looking at Venom's kids, we can install the symbiote enemy visual overhaul by Dead Gun, which replaces the Null logo with some more familiar symbiote-esque eyes. This, coupled with the classic Venom skin, serves to nearly remove the Null iconography from the game, which is something you might want. Finally, we can't talk about visual overhauls or even any mods without mentioning suits. I specifically wanted to avoid talking about suits because I think the whole video could be suit mods. So instead, here are 3 of my favorites, and if you want to see some even better ones, let me know and maybe we can return to that topic in a different video. In no particular order, let's start with one for Peter, which is the Ultimate Spider-Man Picotech suit from our GOAT, Tango Teds. This suit is a perfect encapsulation of the classic suit, and I absolutely love the texture work here. I know it's kind of a meme to say, lol, developers should hire fans, but seriously, Insomniac, just hire this guy to do all the suits for the next game. Now, this next one is for Miles, and it's specifically the TASM 2 Miles suit by Flyshy, which is honestly one of my favorite suits in the game purely because of how well it pairs with the TASM suit we already have. The Amazing Spider-Man movies have always presented Spider-Man as having a lot of swagger, and so I think Miles' animations really capture that swag. Finally, one for both Spider-Men is Aggro Fro's Photoreal Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man homemade suit. What a mouthful. You guys know I love almost all the homemade suits, and this is no different. Again, this suit complements Miles' animation, but it can also be used with both Spider-Men, and I think that is abundantly important. Alright, that's all I can give you for now, and if you want to try any of these mods, then there will be links below. And if you can, show some love to the creators of these mods. These guys are putting in, no joke, hundreds of hours of free labor into these games, with the sole purpose of making them more fun for you. Personally, I think they all deserve some gratuity once in a while. Thank you all.
Properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No.
Right? If someone leaves chips behind on their table, I mean, 100%.
Yeah, I couldn't bring a date before I work.
Into position?
I'm just getting annoyed because we're almost closed and he hasn't asked for the check yet. Yeah, what do you know? I'm going to kill him. I hinted, put the check down, nothing. He's just over there burning the night away like we're not even...
If you could be a shark or an orca, which would you choose?
Oh, definitely an orca.
Good answer.
Terry, I'm telling him to pay and leave. He's a guest right now, and he's on a date. You're the one always trying to save on labor, and he's breaking the biggest server rule. All right, I can't talk to you. Thank you.
Oh, I'd have to say shark, as long as it's a great white.
Or can we great white and steak fruit?
Yes, 100%. Oh, and is it too late to order dessert? Well, it's too late, okay? The kitchen is all gone home, Aaron. Everyone is home but me.
I think you remember my employee discount?
How they're actually taking on awkward as hell. They seem happy.
And that's why they no longer allow me in Chipotle.
But that's not fair.
Right? If someone's great white, is that true? Yes.
100%.
Oh, and is it too late to order dessert?
Well, yes, it's too late, okay? The kitchen is all gone home, Aaron. Everyone is home but me.
Did you remember my employee discount?
He didn't mean nothing, mister. You idiot. He thinks I'll